do believe that NATO and the United States are now, quote unquote, all in. That being said, it's with a caveat. Now, the definition of all in this case is, how do you go right up to the line with support, whether that's intelligence, whether that's supplies, whether that's lethal aid, whether that's fuel, whether that's food, whether it's medical. I think all of those things are going to be unleashed and supplied at scale very efficiently across multiple borders. And we're going to just see this massive surge. The balancing act here, obviously, and I think you're seeing in this in the open press now, is, do we now provide the Ukrainian Air Force more modern MiG aircraft, for example? And that's where you start to, if you gray that line, where you put the Russians and Putin in a position where they feel like, well, I'm already at war with NATO. Like, I am now physically at war, because the only thing that I'm not at war with is the human being that's driving the plane or driving the tank or firing the Stinger missile. But everything else is from NATO and the US. If that line gets blurred to a certain degree and Russia feels cornered, that's the risk of starting World War III. So I think NATO and the US very specifically are all in. They're going to do everything they can, and they're going to surge. And I think that has started materially, and it's going to continue, and up and up and up in every category. At the same time, I think there's red lines of things and types of equipment like jets, where I think everybody looks and goes, if we do that, and they feel, and this is kind of game theory, action, reaction, and it just continues to escalate and escalate. And I think that's the risk. So everyone's trying to find a balance. What is within kind of the constraints of warfare and politics, where we think we can help and maximize all our support to the Ukrainian army and the Ukrainian government without crossing that line and then hitting a tripwire and starting World War III. I think that's really the simple calculus of this.